When we go back to the 1st of December, the thought was February 27th, championship night, Corey Delorme in Bemidji. And once again, it's the Spuds and the Rams, as it should be.
Well, it's the 12th such meeting like this in the section finals, and it's the Spuds with just a slight advantage at 6-5 in this head-to-head matchup between the Rams and the Spuds. So it's a matchup that both teams are familiar with and comfortable with, and the fans enjoy it as well.
And one game that comes to mind immediately is a game that was played in Thief River Falls. It was number 1 against number 2, not number 1 in the section against number 2, number 1 in the state against number 2. Roseau pulled a rebound off the boards, turned shots, scored, and won. They went on and ran the tables at state tournament play.
Yep, that was 2007, and Moorhead came in the number 1 seed, and they were number 1 in the state, and Roseau was number 2 in the state, and they rolled out sophomore goalie Mike Lee, who put on a tremendous performance and won the game for the Rams, and what an exciting game that was, and hopefully we can get somewhere near that excitement here tonight.
So it's the Spuds and the Rams, and we've had a chance to visit with Spud head coach John Emmerman. We'll be back with his comments on tonight's game after this timeout.
A1.
We are the breakdown. We are the breakdown. Almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are the breakdown. We are the breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are the breakdown.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it. You're a part of it. Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at
Now,
First
over this
Community
past
Credit
couple
Union.
of weeks and at the very start of the season, let's go back that far, everything has come down to this point, which is basically the game plan.
Yeah, and we've been very fortunate in Moorhead to be in this position a few times over the last couple of years, but ultimately every year there's a little bit of a different formula, but like you mentioned, this is the goal. This is the destination we hope to be, and it's a different group of kids, but a lot of the same characteristics. They're great kids. They've worked extremely hard to be in this position, and we're excited to watch them compete. Ultimately, the decisions that we've made in the past, they're the ones that now are going to come to head here. But it's been a very fun season, and we'd like to have one more week with each other, and tonight is that task.
Anytime this game comes around, I am immediately sent back to some 20 odd years ago, and the culture that was set with one Terry Shercliffe and one Terry Cullen that has put this wheel in motion.
Yeah, and
and Dennis Bushy.
Right, and those guys, amongst a few others, laid the foundation. We hope that we are able to carry that tradition. Now now it's second and third generation Spuds. Some of those kids, or those names of kids that you were saying in those decades, now those names are back on the jerseys. It's just the next generation. So extremely proud to be from Moorhead, and extremely proud to be able to be a part of the program in general, and really looking forward to this group's chance here to put their mark on Spud history.
And the names that are decades long also on the backs of your opponent tonight. Roseau has a lot of familiar names.
Right, and what a treat to be able to play them in this game. Obviously there's individual connections, but I think it's fitting. Two teams from the north playing each other for a chance to go to St. Paul. Moorhead, I think looks at the history and the tradition of Roseau with great fondness and respect. And I would think that they have the same towards our program. But, they have a heck of a team. Like you mentioned, a lot of those same names that you see year after year or generation after next. And we're going to have our hands full for sure. It should be a great game.
A tie that led to an overtime loss in the first game, and then an empty net goal to provide a win in the second game. We're battling right from the scratch.
Yeah, and in both games were outstanding. I thought in both games we got off to a fast start. Roseau had great pushback in both second periods of those games, and both games, the third period had a little different flavor. In one, we had to come back and tie late and eventually lose. And the other one, I thought we played extremely well in the third and carried the play and eventually did enough to win the game. So I like the second result better than the first, but beggars can't be choosers this time of year. It's a little bit of luck and a lot of bit of work, and hopefully we have both tonight.
When we take a look at what Roseau has done, there was a time near the end of the season I wasn't so sure this matchup was going to take place, but they seem to have found their niche and they found their way, and right back here they are.
Yeah, and I guess it's easy to say in hindsight, but they had too much skill not to be competing through this section. With high school kids, especially the makeup of their team, they have a little bit of a younger team. There are bumps in the road, and they had about a week where there was a bump, but Coach Lumbum and the kids, credit them for getting back on track, and obviously they're playing extremely well right now.
Tonight, the Moorhead Spuds and the Roseau Rams battle it out one more time for the section championship and a right to move on to St. Paul and Excel Energy Center for a state tournament play. Our thanks to John Ammerman for being with us. A look at how these teams match up and more when we return after this timeout.
Find your new home with Coldwell Banker.
2 minutes here, 2 minutes.
Nick Olson and the Realtor.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Sanford Center. Tonight's contest is the Section 8 AA Championship game between the visiting team, Roseau Rams, and the home team, Moorhead Spuds. First, let's meet the starting lineup for Roseau. Starting in goal, number 30, Andrew Tuttle. Starting at defense, number 2, Isaac Wenslaw. Starting at the other defense, number 21, Starting at right wing, number 8, Paul Hugwell.
If you not have their earplugs into their radio and listening in, as well as listening to the pastor tonight and to their priest. And so we hope that you will enjoy both. And when your team scores, let's keep it quiet for the rest of the congregation.
Well, you know, these two communities, you know, they value faith and they value hockey as well. Sometimes they're one and the same. And so, yeah, I think you're exactly right, Larry. On this Ash Wednesday, there's a lot of people doing both.
I remember the first time that Moorhead and Roseau met on an Ash Wednesday, the Roseau, and it was kind of controversial, but the Roseau priest decided, all right, we'll do Ash Wednesday on Tuesday, because he wanted to be at the hockey game.
The way it should be.
Yes,
no.
it should be. Interesting matchup tonight, Moorhead and Roseau. The Rams finishing their regular season with 16 wins, 8 losses, and a tie. Moorhead finished their regular season 18 wins, 5 losses, and a tie. Both have picked up the section wins when the Roseau defeated Brainerd 2-1 in overtime in the quarters, and then a 5-1 win over St. Michael Albertville, earning their way to this championship game. The Spuds had to fight hard to get past Bemidji 3-1, and then ousted St. Cloud 8-2, and sets up this championship game with Roseau. A look at our drop of the puck in the start of tonight's game after this timeout.
At Central Minnesota Credit Union,
2 minutes here, 2 minutes.
The best things in life.
Of our national anthem.
High school hockey Section 8 championship, Moorhead and Roseau. Two very good goaltenders. The Spuds featuring Hudson Hodges, 1.87 goals against, 92.7 saves. Andrew Tuttle in goal for the Rams, 90% saves, 2.52 goals against, and we're ready to get this one underway.
And the Spuds are going to have to put a lot of shots on goal. Andrew Tuttle has been playing phenomenally here in this postseason. In the 2 playoff games, he's got a .99 goals against and 96% saves. So he's been really the catalyst for the Rams here in this playoff run. And the Spuds are going to have to try and get to the levels that they've gotten in the quarterfinals and semifinals, putting on 54 and 52 shots respectively.
Hanson O'Leary of Roseau, Carter Johnson, Moorhead were underway. It's drawn back and the Rams have it first, and a long pass up gets away. Recovered then by Luke Grammer, and it's set ahead. We've got a race for it now, and giving chase. Carter Johnson catches up to it in the corner. Then Carson Triggs pulls it out towards the point, had it returned, and Carter Johnson gives chase along with Isaac Wensloff of Roseau, and Wensloff slides it ahead and lifts it up all the way back into the Moorhead end. A long return pass, bounced off the near boards. Caden Triggs in pursuit, but it's O'Leary who comes up with it and drops it back into the Moorhead end, and it's sent rink wide and into the far corner. From there, Luke Grammer to pick it up. Settles it off the far boards, reaching in. Moorhead takes it back, trying to stick handle their way loose, and Hughlin comes up with it, has it poked away from him. Spuds come to the line. Here's the walk in from the right side, drop back, wind up. Caden Triggs shoots it up and away. Bounce back now to the near side, all the way to the near corner, and up along the near wall. From there, it's played back in by Jess. Nobody has changed yet here early on. A long pass out of the zone, and a lenient pass. It is tipped away. Bounced it all the way down behind the net. Spuds are there to pick it up. Working his way behind. Here's the look. Cade Moylan then off to the far side, taken back. Spuds haven't been able to penetrate neutral ice as the Rams are able to steal and pull it loose. Here comes Carson Triggs. Back up through center to the blue line, all the way down low to the corner. Carson Triggs pulls it out of the corner. He got upended, slowed down, but he gets back on his skates and plays it to the far corner. From there, it's played in, and a hard, good check by Lucas Fear, and it's knocked away. They battle for it, scrum for it in the far corner. Another stick goes on it, and it's pulled in by Carson Triggs, trying to maneuver his way loose. Off to the far side and dropped down low for Fear. He's out of the corner, and he backhands it down low, and from there played by Max Dronen. They try to work it out, and it's intercepted, picked up by Judd Ginther. And we've got a 2-on-2 break to the near side just ahead of the play. Max Strand, who is one of the leading scorers for Roseau, drops it back out to center ice, and they'll regroup from there. Spuds get a stick on it, have it poked away free. Now to the far side, long shot sent in to the near corner, allowing the Rams to make a line change, and it's picked up by Grant Frisch and set off to the far side. Delivered out to the boards. Spuds chasing it down. Spun away. Michael Overbo sends it ahead. Spuds have a good chance. Backdoor pass. Wind up shot. Oh, blocked by the defense. Rebound comes all the way up on top. Up it comes and all the way through. Spuds had the best scoring chance. May not get a better one all night long than that 3-on-1. But the stop was made and play back up ice. Comes back to Moorhead now as they play it off the far wall. Nice tip ahead. Ahead of the play, Kai Holm just could not hold the line, and that stops play.
Well, the Spuds with a golden opportunity there, and one of the reasons that Luke Grammer is a Mr. Hockey finalist, he recognizes and jumps into the play and is there to feed the pass to Michael Overbo. Just had it slide off his stick and blocked away by the Roseau defense.
Back out to center ice, off the face-off it comes, and brought in by Gavin Gunderson. He works his way down to the near side. A backhand shot by Max Strand. Blocked away, then covered up by Hudson Hodges. We've got two goaltenders going at it tonight that have some outstanding numbers and some outstanding performances throughout.
Well, you know, we talked about Andrew Tuttle and the postseason that he's had, and equally as well, Hudson Hodges has had a great postseason and a great season in general, being nominated for the Frank Bremzik.
Here's a shot that got deflected. That was headed right for the underneath the bar. Now Colin Jess had it poked away. On his skates, tracks it down. Backhand pass comes right back at him. Deflected near side. Carter Johnson giving chase. Tried to work it out to the point, had it rejected. He gets hit from behind by Gavin Gunderson, and play goes off to the far corner. In pursuit, it's picked up by the Rams, and it comes out to center ice. From there, backhanded to the near side, walking his way in McCoy Gregoire. He's had a great postseason. McCoy Gregoire circling around, heading, tossing it in, and he'll head off, and lineup change made as a play goes off to the far side. Chase Reed in pursuit for Roseau and sends it up along the far boards. All the way down, here's a centering pass, wind-up shot blocked away, rebound kicked away by Hudson Hodges. Play continues down, here's a wind-up and a shot there again, the save. Blocked away to the near corner, and play continues on. Spuds reach in and pull it away. Max Dronen out to center. Max Dronen to the line and in. Max Dronen carries it, but it came in just offside. They had to make one little extra move, that little weave move at the blue line. How many times do we see that in the course of a year where it costs the team an offside call?
Yeah, it happens all the time, and it's by design, right? The Roseau Rams stepping up defensively right at the blue line, force the forward to make that extra move and send the play offsides.
Spuds pick up the draw and send it in deep to the near corner, played behind the net. Scrambling after it, here comes Hughlin, working his way out, sends it ahead to the far left side, and it's brought back, now near side for Hughlin. He walks his way in, centering pass got caught up in skates, and it's played behind the net where Carson Triggs is there to pick it up, rather than Max Dronen. Dronan's pass now on the near side. 12:22 to go. We're in the opening period and have had no scoring. There has been a couple of scoring chances, one by each team, but nothing that's been able to sneak by the goaltenders. As we come back up ice, play to the line. Moorhead 3-on-2. Here's the return pass. Wind up shot blocked by Tuttle. Andrew Tuttle. Quick reaction in the goal mouth. Spuds pick it up. Grammer out to the point. Moylanen feeds it off far side. Wind up from there, sent down low. Blocked away, covered up, and that stops play. Well, Andrew Tuttle continues to play well here in the postseason.
Yeah, the Spuds again with another opportunity, this time wide open in front of the net, and Tuttle came out. You'll notice both of these goaltenders very technically sound. They like to play on top of the crease, cutting down that angle, and that's what Tuttle did to make the stop there.
Play off to the far corner. We're working back now near side and along the wall. Out to the point, Moylanen sends it in, recovered Kai Holm, throws it back up high in the slot, and it's deflected back down to the near side. Out to center, scramble for it there before it's pulled away by Gavin Gunderson. He comes in, play continues on. Roseau wanted a penalty. It comes down and from behind. Tipped up, tipped away, recovered. Moorhead from behind the net. Here's the look up ice. Sliding his way loose and out. He goes down. Play comes loose. Return back in deep. Now back to the near side, and we'd like to welcome our special listener tonight in Florida. We know that you'd rather be at that baseball game, but there is a big hockey game going on. Hope that you enjoy the coverage. Back now to the near side. A long toss set in right in front. Taken back by Gavin Helgeland. And the return pass comes out. Spuds get a stick on it, but can't control. And it's worked off to Chase Reed on the near side and into the corner. From there, played all the way around to the far corner. Colin Jess works it out. Spuds break out of the zone along the far right side and turning the corner. Centering pass down low, blocked away, and that by the defense. I don't know that got to Andrew Tuttle, and it was blocked away and comes out safely. Down deep. McCoy Gregoire deep into the corner, played back to Luke Grammer. Spuds to go rink wide with it. No scoring so far here in the opening period. And the Rams cover up nicely at center ice and throw it back in deep. Spuds regroup down low, and it's brought back near side from McCoy Gregoire. Along the near wall, kept in by Hughlin. Onto the near side, return to center, and it's intercepted. Here's a walk-in shot blocked off a stick. Nice job again by Luke Grammer playing his position. Put the stick down, blocked the shot up into the crowd. We go to the circle.
Thor Bufflin jumped in just inside the blue line of the offensive zone and grabbed that puck and tried to fire it on goal, but again, Luke Grammer in the right position defensively, got a stick on it and deflected it out of play.
10 minutes to go in the opening period. 7 minutes into play as the face-off will be to the far right side of Spuds goaltender Hudson Hodges. And as they circle around, there's a little bit of settling taking place. And now at the other end, behind the Roseau goal, one of the officials is talking, I think, to the goaltender or the scorekeeper behind the net.
Well, there's something wrong with the Zamboni doors. They're working on that, and now they're bringing a ladder out. So
never a good sign.
No, no.
And they're going to take it all the way down to the other end. So although that is the Zamboni door,
they couldn't get the door open. That was they couldn't get the Zamboni door open to get the ladder out to go to fix the problem.
And as we watch on, we hope that we'll be able to understand what the problem is. This following message is brought to you by Moorhead Area Public Schools as they congratulate the Moorhead girls basketball team on the success they've had this year and as they prepare for tomorrow night's quarterfinal matchup with Rogers. That is set for 6 o'clock at Moorhead High School. Moorhead and Rogers girls basketball quarterfinal play right here on 970 WDAY. And the plate that holds two sections of plexiglass in place apparently came loose, came off. That has been replaced, a relatively simple solution here. And this equipment timeout brought to you by First International Bank and Trust.
Yeah, I think it happened on that last shot that was deflected up and into the glass. It knocked away the divider, like you said, Larry, that holds the two panes of glass together. And so they got that repaired, and we'll be back underway shortly.
I'm always curious to know what the shots on goal number is in the course of a game. doesn't always tell you what is happening on the ice, but it does kind of make for some interesting information. And right now for this high school game, they are not showing shots on goal.
Yeah, which is usually, it's kind of unusual at a lot of rinks. That is something that they
I think
keep
it
track
takes
of.
one more person
to
be in the booth.
Yeah, so just so everybody watching and listening knows that they're not displaying shots on goal here at the rink, so we can't give you that
So
stat.
we can make them up as we go then.
Yeah, we could.
Sure. All right, we're getting ready. Roseau is on. That equipment timeout change has been completed, and we are ready to resume play. And as they stand in, Carter Johnson, he has a little knack of circling around deep and then sliding up into position as the puck goes down and Moorhead gains control. From behind the net, backhanded off to McCoy Gregory, sends it ahead. Moorhead working out of the zone and out to center and all the way through and in. Tapped away from Cullen Jess, returned out to center ice. Moorhead will have to pursue it. Deep down goes Luke Grammer. Turns around and sends it up on the near side for Caden Triggs. He looks ahead. He has a game plan. Here's Caden Triggs to the near side. Sidestepping one, but not a second. Following the play, tipped in by Luke Grammer down deep and off the wall. It plays back down near side. As they scramble for it there, 9:27 to go. Here's a shot from the point. Deflected up and into the netting above the plexiglass, and we're back in the faceoff.
Well, one thing that's been evident here early on is just the skill level on for both of these teams and the scoring chances that they've had. Been able to, great puck movement up the ice, the breakouts. Neither team really has been pinned down in their defensive zone. So good puck movement by both teams.
As play comes down, the puck bounces loose, and then it got lifted up into the air and bounces all the way out to center ice. It took another high bounce before Moorhead plays it to the near side for Grant Frisch. And out it comes. Here's Carson Triggs now as he brings it in quickly. Carson Triggs, as he was either shooting or centering, it got behind the net and all the way to the far corner. From there it plays back out Moorhead, pulling it out between the skates of the official down low, and it comes back around all the way back now near side and in pursuit. Lucas Fear, he steers it out. It's kept in the zone as they battle for it right in front of the Roseau cheering section, and it comes bouncing away down behind the Roseau net. Play will continue on. Cade Moylan is checked off. Here's a rebound picked up on top. And from there, Max Dronen had a good look, but got tied up on the play and could not bring it down low. Off to the far side, a breakaway try now as they try to set a ring, and it goes bouncing behind the net. Moorhead covering up nicely on a good reaction there, and the play comes rink wide. Off to the far side, sent in on a bouncing puck to the near corner. Moorhead completes their change now far side as one of the Moorhead players got turned around. Gavin Lindberg is back on his skates, and it comes out now to the near side. I think rather that was Carson Triggs, and he is off now safely into the box as play continues along the near wall. Up against and down, a shot sent on from long distance, blocked away by Hudson Hodges. A escape pass just did get out. Moorhead brings it in. Backdoor pass, and Luke Grammer got a stick on it to avoid the breakaway by Roseau. Returned off to the far corner, played out now to the far point, and it's intercepted. Moorhead's offside, so they'll have to play it in and touch up on the play, which they do as the Rams take it back. Lifted up high, and it comes down. Cade Moylan with it there for Moorhead. Plays it back deep, and then it comes right back. Here comes Roseau on the way up and through. Jarrett Nelson sends a hard shot. It bounces off the wall, off to the far side, rebound played out. And out the center it comes. Spuds steer it clear. Grant Frisch giving a chase, rather Carter Johnson gave chase on it, and it's blocked away. Here's a wind-up and a shot, and a sliding block down in front by the Spuds, and play continues on. That was a golden opportunity, but Wyatt Gunkel gave himself up for the block. And on the return, up ice, Caden Triggs had it pulled away. Long pass out of the zone. They hold the zone? No, they do not. And once again, that little slide step at the blue line stops play. We've had no scoring. And with 6:44 to go, it's Moorhead nothing and Roseau nothing.
Yeah, Adam Severson was trying to get into that play and create that 2-on-1 there for Roseau. He had a couple of goals in the semifinal game against STMA, so looking to get on the score sheet here tonight.
We'd like to invite you to pick up your copy of the Forum tomorrow. Adam Watts is here and we'll have full coverage of this championship contest. Make sure you take a look at the Adam Watts story on tonight's game, Moorhead and Roseau. Back up ice, it rolls all the way down into the far corner. Play will continue on. 6:44 to go in the opening period. Down deep into the corner, they battle for it there as the Rams pull it loose and bring it out near side. Here's an outlet pass going rink wide, pulled off the wall and then tipped ahead, but already in the zone was Gavin Gunderson. A valiant try on the far side to put the puck in ahead of the play, to no avail. Andy Lundbom, head coach, Roseau. John Ammerman, head coach, Moorhead.
Yeah, the clock never ran after that last drop of the puck, so Coach Ammerman brought that to the attention. So officials coming to the near side to rectify that.
I can't help but think, I know they'd like to think that they have a scientific way of doing that, but by and large it's a guess.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
And let's see what time goes up on the clock. It had run down to the 6:44 mark, and it should be beyond that. Well, now there's further conversation. Half of the field has determined who are in the semifinal or in the section championships in the 8 around the state of Minnesota. 4 more will be decided, I think, tonight.
3 more tonight are section finals in AA.
Yep. And so play is underway. A whack at it, a tip, and offside.
Yeah, so for section finals tonight, you've got 1A, 3A, 7A, 2AA, 6AA, and then 8AA. And then in 4AA, you have 2 semifinal games.
It comes down to the near side. Working its way loose. Back into the near corner. And along the wall and out to center. Fresh with it there, sending it rink wide. No Spud was there. Now it's covered up nicely on a recovery, and it's sent softly in. And icing will be waved off. Kai Holm picks it up behind the net. Puts it on the stick of Michael Overbo. It works loose, back out high in the slot and all the way out to center. Moorhead touching up. And as that occurs, Luke Grammer backpedaling his way, waiting for his team to come back on, and gives it off to Carter Johnson, who taps it in. It rolls softly into the near corner and all the way to the wall. From there, brought back down near side. 5:43 and time running here in the first period. To the far side, nice move to get away. Sidestepping his way loose, but he fanned on the shot. Fanned on a second shot. And it works off to the far side where it's picked off the boards by Adam Severson. Back now, Moorhead trying to recover it. Working their way out in front, sending it off. A nice touch pass, lifting it over a stick and sending it out. Here's the walk-in. Near side, Luke Grammer shoots, blocked away. Rebound blocked away. Recovery into the far corner. Another golden chance for Moorhead, no score. Back it comes, and the pass hit a stick and bounced loose. And to the near side, it's picked up by Cullen Jess. He'll turn the corner and send it off on the far side. Here's a walk-in down low, backhand, shot and a goal! Caden Triggs, number 33 on the season for Caden Triggs.
Well, and Cullen Jess factors heavily into that entire play, going all the way back into the defensive zone, and the touch pass that allowed the Spuds to get out of their defensive zone. Just a little saucer pass to get it across the blue line, and that sprung the entire play forward. And I would suspect, I believe it was Johnson that'll get the primary assist on that, but Jess should get the secondary, and just a great finish by Caden Triggs.
That front line continues to put up big numbers, and it's 1-0 Moorhead. Out to the far side, a soft pass. Here's the scoring announcement now.
First goal scored by number 27, Caden Triggs, assisted by number 10, Carter Johnson, and number 14, Cullen.
And as you called it, it's Caden Triggs from Carter Johnson and Cullen Jess. For Johnson, his 34th assist, and for Jess, his 38th assist. And for Caden Triggs, the goal, his 33rd. 4:16 now here in the first period. Play slows down behind the net as they try to wrestle the puck loose, and it comes out in front, and a tip in just wide. Bouncing it all the way down to the back wall. From there, it's pulled in, and the Spuds come up with it. Here is Luke Grammer sailing to the near side, a bad angle shot, played down onto the ice, but they'll call a hand pass. He was pulled out of the air by Moorhead and dropped down onto the ice right in the blue, and that stops play.
You know, every time I see Luke Grammer handle the puck in those tight situations, I think back to his dad telling me that very early on when Luke Grammer was starting in his hockey journey, that in the backyard, on the backyard ice, in tight quarters, he would just stick handle around cones and around whatever, snowballs he had to work around. And it, lesson out there to the young players that stuff pays off.
Onto the near side, it is lifted up and bounced down. Chase Reed chasing it down for Roseau, had it poked away, and play comes right back up ice. Moorhead now with a 1-0 lead as they bring it into the zone. Right along the blue line, tipped into the near corner. Chase down there, working his way around. Michael Overbo had it sent off to the far side. Gavin Lindbergh comes up with it, turns, shoots into traffic, and it comes back now, lifted up and all the way down. At the blue line, turned around by Grant Frisch. 3:17 to go. In the first period of play, the Rams, long pass out of the zone where it's turned around, and Caden Loken, or rather Brendan Lund, sends it in deep. Working it behind the net. Roseau is changed, and interception on a pass, but then taken right back by Moorhead. Caden Triggs comes up with it and sends it near side. All the way down to the corner, Carter Johnson. He does a quick spin, and it's off to the far corner. From there, pulled away. Up on top, a hard pass bounced off the stick and returned down the corner for Carter Johnson. Working his way in. Jess steers it back. He got it back. Johnson goes down hard. Here's Carter Johnson, a centering pass game all the way through and sent out to center ice. It's 3-on-2 for Roseau. Here is Hughlin. He goes down. Play continues on. Into the corner it goes with 2:22 remaining. As they scramble for it there, it's lifted out to the near side, and a pass that was intended for the goal mouth goes behind, and it's ricocheted back now near side and off the wall. Spuds play it ahead. Here's Caden Triggs on his way in, dropping it back for Carter Johnson. He wants to put it there on the stick of Max Dronen, but it got deflected away. Now the Spuds will be able to complete their change, and on the way up ice, a backhand pass hit the stick, no puck. And the loose puck is away to Max Dronen. Back now on the near side. Behind the play, Luke Grammer works it off far side. Got tangled up on the boards, pulled out of the air and put down on the ice by Isaac Wensloff of Roseau. And it comes back now into the zone. They'll take the offside away as the Spuds play it. Long pass out of the zone. It comes all the way out of the zone. And that will bring up an icing call. Is that our first icing of the evening?
It is.
1:31 to go in the opening period where Moorhead has grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Really fantastic play across the board here for both teams. Lucas Fear has made some tremendous plays along the boards. Kai Holm again has been very physical. That was the one hit that brought the crowd to maybe wanting a penalty, but it was a clean shoulder hit. Possibly, it kept the elbow down, and so both teams just playing hard. It's fun to watch.
Here's a hard shot off the draw by Gavin Gunderson that hit wood. Bounced away hard to the far side. Behind the net played. Roseau would like to tie this thing up before heading into the locker room. From behind the net play continues a centering pass. Bounced away by Hudson Hodges. Off to the far side, and now here comes Grammer to the blue line, and then he shoots. It's blocked away by Andrew Tuttle. To the near side as the Spuds try to put it back up on top. They scramble for it there. There's a loose puck all the way through. Picked it up down low, and it's bounced away by Tuttle. Back it comes down near side. Up it comes near the blue line, and it comes out of the zone. Played then by Lucas Fear. Turned around there, and it goes off far side. Long shot from outside the blue line. Ricocheted away, and it comes bouncing back now near side. Off the wall, it's lifted up, and we would like to send a big welcome to our listeners and family friends in New Prague tonight as they cheer on their Golden Spuds. To the near side, it comes near side, and along the wall, it's ricocheted out. On the way up comes Hanson O'Leary to the near side, and it's poked away nicely by McCoy Gregoire. Steered off to the far side. We're counting down from 14. Behind the net and played. along the near side, looking for the equalizer. It's rejected away. Caden Triggs couldn't clear the zone, and a hard shot sent in by Euglin. Bounced away. The rebound out to the far point is hung on to with 0.4 seconds remaining. Nothing more than to put the puck down. I don't know that they can get a shot away. We have seen a goal scored in 0.7. It was at state tournament play when it was at St. Paul Civic Center. As the Spuds played in that one, I believe against Jefferson, 0.7 on the clock and they score.
Well, and the plan here is to just tie up your centerman. Yeah, just like that. Don't let them get anything.
And that puts us in the locker room after one period of play. On the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 1 and Roseau nothing.
Saves in the first period. Total of Roseau 8. Hodges of Moorhead 5.
Carson Triggs is not the fastest player on the ice, but he finds the soft spots and he finds the right spots to be. On that scoring play, he was able to sneak behind the Roseau defense, and he was in all alone, and Carter Johnson just made a tremendous pass out in front, and Caden just went forehand to backhand over the glove of Andrew Tuttle, and that's how Caden works. You know, like I said, he's not the fastest guy. He's not a super flashy stick handler, but he's got a great shot. He knows how to finish.
They used to say the same thing about Matt Cullen.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That is a fact.
And he's still not very fast on his skates.
No.
But he can shoot the puck.
But he's faster than me.
Here we're at the end of the first period, and so the winner here tonight will move on to state tournament competition in St. Paul next week. This is the first of 8 championships that will be decided between now and the end of the week. Again, that scoring, Caden Triggs from Carter Johnson and Cullen Jess, and it came at 12-11. There were 9 shots put on goal by Moorhead, 8 saves for Andrew Tuttle, 5 shots on goal by Roseau, 5 saves for Hudson Hodges. We've got a news break coming your way next as you listen to the Spuds on 970 WDAY. Tonight we're in Bemidji at Sanford Center, Section 8 Hockey Championship. Moorhead 1 and Roseau nothing.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it. You're a part of it. Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
Open your eyes
To a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
Better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes
to a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
Light-duty truck to do full-size jobs. Boss built the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes.
offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union.
The one myth of a credit union
is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Kasasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
When searching for a home loan, too many people focus only on the rate. They forget to ask the lender, are approvals made locally or in a city far away? Are you experienced at closing on time? With Valley Mortgage, you get a great rate, the best service, local approval, and over 30 years of experience. So give us a ding. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Sometimes when you get a 1-0 game, not a lot of scoring, and there really weren't a lot of shots either that made it all the way to the net, but my goodness, there was some tremendous, highly skilled plays, that just didn't materialize for both teams. Both teams are in the locker room talking about missed opportunities, and Moorhead with an opportunity to extend their lead, and Roseau obviously also had chances to take the lead, equalize things. So again, this is shaping up to be the game that we thought it could be.
Everything and what has become the kind of the mantra, as it should be for this game, as it should be.
As it should be, yes.
Time is running down on the intermission here, and the team that wins this one will move on to state tournament competition 1 week from tomorrow at Xcel Energy Center. And of course, they have a system in place where the 8 entrants into the tournament, the top 5 will be seeded, and then the bottom 3 will be drawn and into the 5 and into the above positions. And so that will determine the pairings. And quite frankly, I've been in favor of that kind of right from the beginning, because you didn't have a chance. You had a better chance of getting the top teams against the top teams in the end.
And that's what everybody wants to see, right? Gone are the days. And you look at this year in particular in Class AA and just the parity from top to bottom. I mean, Andover, yes, they have been definitely the most consistent in this past month and a half. Very deserving of being the top team in the state right now, and they're the one. But at the same time, they're not a runaway favorite. There just isn't that elite team that everybody is trying to catch, I don't think. I mean, like I said, Andover right now has to be that one, but it's not like in previous years when you've had, an Edina or even back in the day, a Holy Angels that just were steamrolling everybody and everybody else was playing for second place.
As the Roseau band gets things started, the Rams have made their way or are making their way onto the ice. Spuds are all ready and set to go. They have gathered around Hudson Hodges, giving him his pat on the back, and they'll step out to center ice for the face-off to start the second period. Moorhead will go left to right. Well, we've learned during the intermission that we also have listeners and watchers with us tonight from the dorm rooms at Concordia. In the midst of all the studying and turning of the pages, we welcome you. Driggs, Idaho, checking in. Welcome and glad to have you with us, along with those who are in the sunny climes of Smyrna Beach, Florida. Welcome aboard as we go into the second period. It's the Spuds and the Roseau Rams. Moorhead will go left to right as Carter Johnson again circles around, slides his way out, and the puck goes down, and we're underway as he gains the faceoff. Moorhead has it. Here is Luke Grammer. Long pass ahead, and it's chased down. Carter Johnson turned, shot quickly. There was no support, and the rebound comes out on top, and that one got turned around deep. And it's lifted all the way ahead. Players go down. And again, we've had several calls. Now we will have a penalty that stops play. Interference is the call, and I suspect it'll be against Moorhead, and that'll put them a man short. And that is the first penalty of the night.
Yep, and that'll be McCoy Gregoire. It was, it's a play you see often, but it was too far beyond. The forward chipped the puck past Gregoire, and he continued to take the body, but the puck was too far gone for the official to let that one go. So a good call there by the official, and the first power play goes to the Rams.
Moorhead on their penalty kill, 79% on the season, 1 for 3 in section play on the penalty kill. And so with that, it's turned around and sent up all the way down as the Spuds take valuable time off the clock before returning to full strength. Roseau down deep. They've got a good penalty, or power play rather, great penalty power play at 29%, almost 30% completion when they have the extra skater. Up onto the near side, trailing 1-0. They need an opportunity now to bring the game even. Down low and behind the net, here's Hanson O'Leary. Sending it off to the far side, and it got away. Slipped past Thor Bufflin, and it comes all the way down. Play comes back to Roseau. As they line it up behind the net, they'll turn and look up ice. A single man ahead and waiting to the near side. Up against the boards. It got away from Gavin Gunderson and sent back out to center, where it's picked up by Thor Bufflin. And Moorhead putting some heavy pressure on it, and it's picked off by Max Dronen. He sends it up on top, backhanded down low. Working his way down, here's Dronen from behind. Stick handling it back now to the near side, and it's sent out of the zone, but Moorhead is there as Wyatt Gunkel takes it back from Moorhead. He sends it rink wide to the backside. So the Spuds, although shorthanded, turn around and send it up. They got a long pass. It was blocked down once in the zone and recovered by Thor Bufflin. Back now to the near side. Here's the return for Hanson O'Leary to the line and in, and the Spuds are waiting for it there. Good defensive play by the Spuds, although shorthanded, able to prevent the Rams so far from setting up an attack. Still, 12 seconds left on the Moorhead penalty. Off to the far side. Kai in pursuit. Kai Holm brings it back now near side. And along the wall. Spuds are back at full strength, and then the chase up ice. Chase Reed comes back with it. Poked away from him by Michael Overbow. Sent out to center. Lazy pass near side for Luke Grammer. Walks his way up to the far side. It's tapped ahead. It got away from Daniel Wensloff, and it comes in on goal, and that'll register as a shot and a save for Andrew Tuttle. 1-0 Moorhead here early in the second. Rams setting up behind, and they send a pass right out in front of their goal, but the Spuds were setting up their forecheck out at center, and a long pass out got deflected all the way down. Moorhead in pursuit. Grant Frisch overskated, left it alone. Here's a windup and a shot that got blocked wide near side. Recovered by Hughlin, sent back out to the point, returned down low, and Hughlin took a whack at it, but O'Leary comes up with it and brings it to the near side. And from there it scrambles loose. In pursuit of it, the Spuds tip it ahead. They'll head off now as the Rams pick it up and return. 13:35 to go in the second, and a long pass comes right in on goal, and that one will go as a shot and a save for Hudson Hodges.
And that's something you're going to see a lot here in the second period, is teams trying to take advantage of that long change where your player box is furthest away from your defensive zone. The Spuds went off on a change, and the Rams were able to find Adam Severson at the far blue line. Unfortunately for the Rams, he wasn't able to get in close on the goaltender Hodges, and Hudson made the stop.
The Rams come up with a shot as they work it off the far corner, and it's wide. Back now to the near wall. Scrambling for it there. It's tipped up against the wall. We've got a scrum battle for it now. 2 Spuds, 2 Rams, and it's pulled loose by Carter Johnson. He scoots his way out. He scoots his way in. Carter Johnson, backhand shot blocked away. Nice save by Andrew Tuttle. Back it comes off the back corner. A pounded attempt by the Spuds, but Tuttle again holding tight to that pipe to keep it away, and it stays 1-0.
Well, that was a great shot by Carter Johnson to put that one just low and hard and make Tuttle get down and make a pad save and make that save he did. That was a tremendous save. It might not look like much, but that's hard to do. That was a really hard shot to the far post, and he got that right pad down to make the save.
Max Dronen in the faceoff for Moorhead against Hanson O'Leary of Roseau. And off the draw, it comes ringing around to the near side where it's picked up by Max Dronen. Along the near wall, Dronen still in control of it. Works it back now, looks for the centering pass, it's up on top, and a shot that got deflected in traffic all the way back near side where Hanson O'Leary picks it up. Had it poked away. He in pursuit tracks it down, and he'll try it again. Then it's reached in and nearly pulled away from behind. It slows the play down in time for Max Dronen to reach in and help out, and it comes back to Dronen. Here's a shot, and that one got bounced just away as Carson Triggs looked at an open net. Back now near side, 12:20 to go. Spuds with a 1-0 lead here in the second. To the near side, it's played off the wall and back into the near corner. Tracking it down there, it comes back along, and now an outlet pass comes out to center and in as they hold the line. Here's a shot blocked away. Oh, and it was on the ice and waiting. But guess who? Luke Grammer was there to steer it away. That one was blocked but not saved, and play continues on out at center. Now we got it 1-on-1. Here's the shot. That one is blocked away as Lucas Fear wound up on that one. Back down to the far wall. A little bit more excitement here in the second period as we get closer and closer to the edge of our seats. It's 1-0. 3:11:37 to go. Play goes bouncing up and off the wall. Back onto the ice, and they scramble for it there. It's worked loose, but only briefly. Tied up, and then back out it comes. Grammer turns it down low. Shot for the deflection. Deflected away. All the way to the far corner, and it's turned around and set up. And that'll come wide of goal and bring in a whistle and an icing call with 11:16 to go here in the second. The Spuds have the lead, 1-0.
Well, that's another thing that you can see more of here in this second period is the teams, if they get pinned in their defensive zone, willing to take that icing call. Jarrett Nelson was caught on an extremely long shift and after making just a tremendous play, blocking a shot from Lucas Fear, and finally able to get a break now for the Rams.
Wyatt Gunkel feeds it into the near corner. And as they play position there, it worked off to the far point. Turnaround shot quickly blocked away. Picked up by Cullen Jess. He turns and looks and shoots, and it's hauled off the ice, and glove save for Andrew Tuttle. Better than a 90% save number for Andrew Tuttle. 96% in postseason.
Yeah, he was 22 of 23 shots in the first game in the quarterfinals, and then semifinals against St. Michael, he was 24 of 25.
To the near side, along the wall, turned, shot, wide, behind the net, played out far side. Caden Triggs tracking it down, had a stick on it, lost it. Here comes Roseau, 3-on-3 to the line, and here's a quick wrister sent down low, played back now to the near side. Scraped off the wall, and from out at the point, sent in deep. Ricocheting to the far side where Cade Moylanen picks it up. He sends it out in front, and Wyatt Gunkel feeds it near side for Cullen Jess. To the near side and in. It got away from Daniel Wensloff, and into the corner it plays as players are down on their knees, and it's played off the near wall. Up on top, Gunkel. Near side, Jess. Walking his way in, sending it into traffic, hoping for a deflection. Taken back by Roseau. Along the near side it comes now for Judd Ginther. And as he works his way in, it's down low. Scrambling after it, picked up by Luke Grammer. Off to the far side, Moorhead. To the blue line, to center. To the blue line, and in. Back out it comes, and then deflected away. Back into the far corner, taken back by Roseau. 9:47 to go. Here's the play on the near side. Moorhead with a 1-0 lead. Here's a long shot, glove saved by Hudson Hodges. And shots, you're right, Corey DeLorme, the shots are coming from farther away.
Yeah, and again, I think the Rams didn't quite recognize what they had there. Moorhead took kind of a sloppy change, and it ended up with a 3-on-2 for the Rams. But again, at the end of a long shift there, Judd Ginther just needed to get that on net so he could get a change.
A shot off the faceoff, hit traffic halfway in, got deflected out. Hanson O'Leary in pursuit. Knocked away from him, recovered in the zone. Here comes the return inside now by Hughlin. Off to the far side and to the point. Shot sent again into traffic before it got blocked away once again. And the Spuds now from behind the net play it off the glass, and it bounces out to center as it's played ahead by Michael Overbo. It comes down in the near corner, rings around to the far side. Cade Moylanen to the corner, centering pass, reaching for it, can't get there. Played near side for Grammer. He's playing a lot of minutes here in this section championship game. Out it comes, nice maneuver. Here comes Hughlin on his way in. He shoots, blocked, safe, rebound off to the side. Oh my, what a play, what a move. Shot, rebound is just wide. And play continues back to the near side. The Rams as close as they have been to notching a score on that last trap up ice. And it stays 1-0 Moorhead. Here's the way out of the zone. To the blue line and in. Oh, Carson Triggs carries it deep down low. Sent back out to the point. Overplayed. Moorhead reaching in to keep it alive and come back from behind. And picked up here is the move by Max Dronin. Off to the far side. Now the Spuds centering pass got blocked. Deflected back out to center. Moorhead with a quick reaction. Moved down low as they send it in onside. Isaac Wensloff is there to play it back now for Roseau. Onto the near side and up along the wall. Turned around, sent in, blocked away. And from there, the play stops. Kellen Murphy was involved in that play for Roseau. And the face-off will be now to the near side of Hudson Hodges.
Well, Cade Moylan did a nice job there on that shift of keeping his head on a swivel and looking back, because another thing that can happen here in this second period is a line change coming from the bench and sneaking behind the defense, and Moylanen did a nice job of recognizing that and taking away the play for Roseau.
On the near corner and up along the wall, Spuds try to break out of the zone. Big collision. Puck stays loose. Here comes the move up ice by Lucas Fear. He's in the zone. Lucas Fear backhand shot. Oh, and a sliding kick save by Andrew Tuttle. He had his leg extended, gave a little wiggle with it, and knocked the puck away. Out it comes, and the Spuds can't keep it in the zone. It comes out. They'll have to touch up. Quick turnaround and sent in, and it's played into the near corner. Recovered there by Gavin Helgeland. Out it comes, and at the blue line, here's Carter Johnson now. He turns off the near side. His shot got blocked. Rebounded out to the far side and chased down by Roseau. A headman got deflected away. Spuds are back there to pick it up. Here's the quick return. Carter Johnson is alone. He shoots and it's blocked away. Carter Johnson upended and he goes sprawling to the ice. Play off to the far side. Popped up into the air. Scramble for it. There comes out. Moorhead recovering and brings it down low. From in his own end, Luke Grammer sends it. It comes back near side and played off the wall. Turned around. Spuds intercepted at center ice. They'll try it again as it got away from Cullen Jessen down low. And it's played behind and spun back now near side. 6:34 remaining in the second period of play. It's a 1-0. Here we got a breakaway. Walking his way in, shooting block. Save by Hudson Hodges. There were two. There were three moves. Left, right, left, and in. No. Left, right, left, and saved by Hudson Hodges.
Yeah, Chase Reed got a break there behind the Moorhead defense. Again, a little bit of miscommunication between the Moorhead defensemen on coverage, and that left Chase Reed alone, and Hudson Hodges made the stop.
On the face-off, it comes blocked away. It's in between about 12 sets of skates before it ricochets out to center. Turned around and sent in down low. Hudson Hodges leaving it behind. And the Spuds break out with a pass all the way out to center ice and ahead. Kai Holm in pursuit. He pulls up short in the corner. Kai Holm bothered, battled for it, got away briefly, now returned to Roseau. And off the far side it's brought in, and a nice defensive play by Caden Moylanen to get in position to take the play back. Left it now for Wyatt Gunkel, and he battles for it. He pounds it off the boards and slips one near side. Out of the corner, Gunkel turns, looks up ice, and he sends it ahead. Taken back by Roseau with 5:36 to go. It's a 1-0 hockey game here in Bemidji. Played back now near side as the Spuds and Rams battle it out. To the near side, dished ahead, got away briefly before it's turned around by Carson Triggs, and it's sent back on the ricochet to the near side, and Triggs following the play. Here's another shot down the ice, blocked away by Hudson Hodges as it comes loose. Now those saves that he's made, here's a wind-up up and chop and a goal! Max Strand. The play came out of the near corner. He was alone, all alone in the slot. And he went glove side. And this game is all tied up at 1.
Now the Spuds seem to have been chasing the play for about the past minute or so. Roseau getting some open looks at the goaltender Hodges, and as good as he is, you keep peppering. You know, one of them is bound to go in, and Max Strand, who had a hat trick against the Spuds in their first meeting, nets the first one here for the Rams.
And this game is all tied up. Max Strand's goal, his 23rd of the season. Now out it comes, and Moorhead regroups as they turn it around and send it in on a nice pass into the near corner by Caden Triggs. It rolls around to the far corner. It comes back to Caden Triggs. He lines up in the corner, sends it out to the point. Kept in there. Long shot. McCoy Gregoire bounces against the base of the net. Here's the score. Kellen Murphy will get the assist. That's his 16th. You may have heard Carson Strand be announced. That is his given name. Everybody knows him as Max, and that's the way it goes. It's 1-1, 4:13 to go. So Max Strand at 11:52 from Kellen Murphy. And it's 1-1. Play back up. Here's a wind-up down low shot. Blocked and covered and kept in control by Andrew Tuttle. Well, we're seeing some scoring opportunities at both ends of the ice here in the second period.
Well, you know what you ask of your goaltender is make the saves that you're supposed to make, and if they can make one or two that they're not supposed to make, i.e. a breakaway or a 2-on-1, and that might just win the game for you. Both goaltenders are answering the call tonight.
Here's a shot off the faceoff, blocked off to the far side. A battle for it in the blue ice. And finally the whistle blows and the arms go up and stop play as that one is brought under control by goaltender Andrew Tuttle.
Well, nice job by the officials being right on top of that play. Clearly they saw a loose puck, and they were right there on the side of the net and handed to both hockey teams as well. Both players were getting after it, but everything was good, and it stopped after when the whistle blew.
We are down to the 3:49 mark here in the second period. Roseau out of their own end, brings it out on the near side. It bounces off Adam Severson. Brought back out to center, tipped away. Roseau comes up with it, sends it in deep, and it's spun back down the near side where Luke Grammer is there to pick it up. I wish we had kept track of the amount of time he's been on the ice here tonight, Luke Grammer. Play out now on the near side. As it's walked ahead from Max Dronen, it's tipped back in. A bit of a settling down of play here now momentarily. Now the Spuds break out and Max Dronen sends it ahead. And that'll bring up an icing call. And everybody have a chance to kind of catch their breath here with 3:10 to go in a 1-1 hockey game.
Well, it's been a frantic second period here. A lot of breaks at both ends of the ice. And, you know, you look back at the two meetings between these teams earlier this year, both went into the third period tied.
As the faceoff comes down, drawn back out to the point, kept in. Long shot by Wentzlaff. Ricochets off to the far side, and it bounces out. And bounces all the way back into the Roseau end. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Long pass, returned to Isaac Wentzlaff. He pulls it off the wall and heads up with a long pass. Taken back by Cade Moylanen. His seeing eye pass got picked off, and it's brought back. Spuds have it momentarily. Gavin Lindberg sends it in. Here's a rebound, shot, and a goal! Kai Holm, very underrated player. Kai Holm happened to be coming up the slot when that rebound came right to him. He turned it around quickly, and Moorhead leads it 2-1.
Well, you know, Kai Holm did have a pair of goals up in Roseau, and it's so nice to see such a hard-working player get rewarded with some goals. He just did a nice job of going down the slot, and Gavin Lindberg touched it ahead to Overbo, who found Holm. There was a back checker in the area, but not able to catch up to Holm, who has very good speed, and he nets the go-ahead goal here for the Spuds.
So that line combines Kai Holm with his fifth, and here's goal number 3. In quick fashion, the Spuds score twice and take a 3-1 lead.
And that's Carson Triggs, number 34. That moves him into third place now, all time for Moorhead goals in Moorhead Spud hockey history through 26 games, or 27 now. And just a great entry to the zone. Cullen Jess finding Triggs, and Triggs is such a sniper. He picks the upper corner and gives Moorhead a 2-goal lead.
Play continues up ice. Behind the net, Moorhead. Long pass out. Moorhead on the attack near side for Lucas Fear. He walks his way and he shoots, and it's blocked away. Here's the scoring announcement.
Scored by number 27, Carson Triggs. Assisted by number 14, Cullen Jess. Triggs from Jess.
Cullen Jess gets the lone assist on that Carson Triggs goal. Second point of the night for Cullen Jess on his 39th assist this year. Let's finish up the scoring on that other Kai Holm goal. That was his 5th assist given to Michael Overbo, his 5th of the year, and also to Gavin Lindberg. That's his 4th. And the play comes right back up. Here's a backhand shot sent on. Right in on goal by Cade Moylanen. But an easy save there. Relatively easy save for Andrew Tuttle.
So it's been nice to watch the progression of Cade Moylanen. You know, he started out the year, very defensive, and now you see him as the year has gone on, really jumping into the play, and there he's able to make a rush on the goaltender and put a backhand on. Andrew Tuttle makes the stop.
Just 30 seconds apart, those two goals has taken a 1-1 hockey game to a 3-1 hockey game. Moorhead. We go down to the final minute of this second period. Spuds sweep it away, only to have it rejected, and it's turned back. In position, Luke Grammer plays it back down near side. Here's a turnaround set in, blocked off to the side by Hudson Hodges. They'll play it now with 42 seconds. Nearly stolen away, is stolen away. Centering pass up on top, blocked in traffic and away. Tipped on goal and away, and it comes bounding back out. Off to the far side and out along the wall. Spuds bring it in with a long pass that was lifted and drops down in the near corner with 25 seconds to go in the period. Along the near side, they battle for it. It's tied up. Reaching in. Carter Johnson reaching in. Caden Triggs finally pulled loose by the Rams, and an outlet pass gets through, and will go all the way rink wide. Brought back now near side for Luke Grammer. They're counting it down from 4. That should pretty well put us in the locker room, as a long shot just at the buzzer is snared away by Hudson Hodges, and we have played 2 periods of hockey in this Section 8 championship game. As the teams head to the locker room on the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 3 and Roseau 1.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
You're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
The nerves got up there a little bit. We were pushing the pace a little bit too much, I thought. From what I saw, we were trying to get the puck in deep, and we weren't coming back as much as we would have liked to have, and it kind of hurt us. I mean, that's a pretty good kid that shot the puck there, and Hodges did what he had to do in that second period, and ultimately he got beat by a very good shot, but we answered back for him.
We saw some outstanding play in that second period in all sorts of fashion. Goaltending, defensive plays, shots on goal, shot saves. That was a period to match up.
Yeah, it's the type of game that you like to see, especially from Moorhead Roseau. It's a fun game. It's back and forth. Both teams are playing their best. They're trying to get going here, and it's been a great atmosphere so far.
What more can you do in the third period? I mean, what else can be done?
We just keep playing our game, shore up a little bit on the backside. I thought it was fine. We just needed to be better, and I think we've got everything it takes to do that. Just clean it up a little bit, and don't let their studs get the puck in deep, and let's just keep putting them on net.
One thing I think that both Corey and I noticed is that Roseau was more willing to extend the distance between their shot and the goal mouth as that period was played.
Yeah, they're trying to throw it from a little further out. They're getting their big bodies in front of the net. I thought the first period we did a better job of blocking shots a little bit, getting sticks in the lanes. We were playing a little bit, trying to get the puck out and get going, where we need to be defense first and then we go.
Just to give you a little bit of an idea, we've got listeners in Florida, Idaho, the dorm room at Concordia.
Oh, I heard there's close to 4,000. That's pretty cool. I got some buddies watching at home. They're at one of the local establishments that have it on, and it's pretty cool. It's a good thing for both schools, I think. We enjoy it very much.
That's the one thing I think both towns, both communities, both schools appreciate the camaraderie between these two.
Absolutely, and Roseau fans, Roseau team, they're a classy organization.
Yeah, really
they don't
are.
come in and scream. They're a good bunch of people, and we enjoy playing them.
3-1.
Let's go.
Get her done.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Sam Walston for being with us during our second intermission break as the Spuds and Rams battle it out here tonight in Bemidji. We've got a WDAY news and weather break coming your way next after 2 periods of play. On the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 3 and Roseau 1.
Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
Open your eyes
To a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
Better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes
to a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
light-duty truck to do full-size jobs. Boss built the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union. The one myth of a credit union
Is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Casasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
When searching for a home loan, too many people focus only on the rate. They forget to ask the lender, are approvals made locally or in a city far away? Are you experienced at closing on time? With Valley Mortgage, you get a great rate, the best service, local approval, and over 30 years of experience. So give us a ding. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
hockey action. After 2 periods of play, it's Moorhead 3 and Roseau 1. The Spuds scored to start the game in the first period at the 12-11 mark as Carson Triggs got his 33rd goal of the season. Roseau came late in the second period to tie the game at 1 on a Max Strand goal, his 23rd of the year. And then a little over 2 minutes later, Kai Holm, left alone in the slot, was able to redirect the pass that was right on his stick. Kai Holm picking up his 5th goal of the season, and Moorhead led 2-1. And then just seconds later, Carson Triggs got his 2nd goal of the night and 34th of the year with an assist to Cullen Jess. And after 2 periods of play, Corey, it is 3-1 Moorhead.
Yeah, it's been, Moorhead scored those 2 goals in such quick succession, and might think that this game hasn't been that close when you're looking at a 3-1 game, but it was 1-1, well through the second period, and Moorhead just got 2 quick ones, and that put Roseau behind going into the third period. First time that they haven't been tied heading into the third period. Roseau, again, like Coach Ammerman talked about, Roseau came out with their second period push, and it sure looked like they were going to try to take control of this game, and they got that goal, but it wasn't long after that Moorhead answered, and then even as the scoring was being announced for that for Moorhead's 2nd goal, they popped in a 3rd one, and that's where we're at, 3-1.
As we head out to center ice, Moorhead will go right to left, looking for a return trip to the State Classic in St. Paul. Carter Johnson standing in, and the puck is drawn back, and as that puck goes into play, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, we understand that the Moorhead girls basketball team is enjoying the evening, watching on as their Spud hockey team tangles for this championship. The Moorhead girls basketball team in action tomorrow night at the Spud Gym as they take on Rogers in the opening round of Section 8 4A girls basketball play. Back in the Moorhead, or in the Roseau end, it comes near side, sent off to the far side and off the corner, rolling it around. It goes deep. Cullen just to chase it, plays it behind the net from there. A wraparound up on top, and a shot just blocked away by Andrew Tuttle. And on the return, Tuttle comes up, and Andrew Tuttle forced into action early here in the third period.
Well, Carson Triggs looking for the hat trick there, didn't get all of it. He was disrupted on the backside. I believe that was Daniel Wensloff that got a piece of Triggs' stick. Otherwise, that could have been the 3rd for Triggs and the 4th for Moorhead.
Just underway, 3rd period. Max Dronen stands in, draws it to the outer edge. The play goes off to the side and played now deep into the corner. Brought back by Roseau, intercepted and taken back by Max Dronen. He had no place to go, continues to hold on. Now the Spuds break loose and come out to the point. From there, sent down low, and that got tipped away, and it comes rolling out and all the way down. And play will continue on as the Spuds are to pick it up. Here's an outlet pass for Carson Triggs. He got worked off the play, and it comes all the way back to the near side. A rolling, bouncing puck picked up by Wyatt Gunkel. Played back. Great anticipation by the Rams, and then steering it off to the far side. The Rams keep it in control. Carson Triggs comes back now from Moorhead and finds Cade Moylanen. Here's the outlet pass into the near side, tapped ahead. They'll pursue it into the near corner. From there, Lucas Fear was bothered on it, but the outlet pass, bouncing back out to center for Chase Reed, who turns and sends it in, then had it pulled away by Luke Grammer. Off the far wall, he bounced it ahead, and the return comes from Grammer onto the stick of Michael Overbo. It turned around and sent down low. Brought back down near side. All the way to the near wall, returned, taken away, Rams. Spuds leaving a player behind. He went sliding down. Play bounces off to the side of the net. Spuds take it back. Off to the far side. Here's the play ahead. Moorhead tapping it loose. They work it down deep, and it's chased by Kai Holm. Back now to the near side and out. Bounced up into the air, and it's turned around. Working its way loose. The Rams are there to take it back. Still early on in this third period. Moorhead with a 3-1 advantage, and the play comes bouncing off the near wall and all the way down. Cade Moylan tracking it down from Moorhead. He'll play it up on top, and he chases it. It's 3-on-2. Moylan feeds it off on the far right side. Centering pass got blocked in traffic. Worked off the skate of Jarrett Nelson, and it comes bouncing back now near side. All the way to the wall. Bounced up into the air and out. Hughlin plays it off. Comes back up high in the slot. Nice poke check away by Moorhead. Pulling it loose and sending it in. Taken back by Carter Johnson. And it's steered off to the far side where it's gathered in by Gavin Helgeland of Roseau. Out it comes. Moorhead taking it back. So far, a rather uneventful start to this third period as the play goes lifting up into the air and brought down to the ice, and it's taken back then by Hanson O'Leary. Dished into the near corner. Rams will take this opportunity to change as the Spuds try to work up an offensive attack. On his way up is Max Dronen. Off the far wall. Dronen goes deep into the corner, drops it back. And from there, Caden Triggs slides it along the wall where it's taken back. Here comes Kellen Murphy of Roseau. Rake wide it comes for Max Strand. Strand sends it up on top. Shot blocked and a goal! .334. Third period, and it's a 1-goal game.
Well, nice play by Max Strand, who has just been a Spud killer. He had a hat trick in the first meeting, and Spuds kind of kept him at bay in that second meeting. But here he factors in with a great centering pass. Murphy is there. I believe Hodges maybe got a piece of it, but still, it was enough to get into the goal. And we've got a hockey game here at 3-2.
So we'll see where everything factors in here in a moment, knowing that Kellen Murphy and Max Strand were involved. The Spuds come right back up and tap it towards goal, swatted away by Andrew Tuttle. And it's played up along the wall and back out to center. Here's the announcement. So it is Kellen Murphy. Gavin Gunderson also assisting. And anytime it's a 1-goal game, anything can happen. As it's run back now near side very early in the third. Off the near wall, tapped ahead, in pursuit. Michael Overbo tracks it down low, it got bumped away. Back it comes to the near side, big hit put on there, here's a shot, blocked, glove saved. Nice recovery by Andrew Tuttle as he sparks his team in a comeback effort now with 12:28 to go.
Well, and that's another one of those saves where you just say, well, that wasn't that big of a save, but you know what? McCoy Gregoire has an absolute cannon from the blue line, and he lined that and got everything of it, and Andrew Tuttle had to reach back a little bit to make that save, so very good glove save there by Tuttle.
3-2 Moorhead. It rolls down to the far side. Played out of the corner, Moorhead walking their way in. They had a one-timer on the backside for Cullen Juss, and the puck rolled away. Play continues behind for Caden Triggs. He wraps it up on top. There's a shot tapped right on goal, and the save for Andrew Tuttle. Yeah, you got to know that about 95 times out of 100, that particular play works out just fine.
Well, that was a great play from behind the net. Caden Triggs found Luke Grammer coming through the slot, and Andrew Tuttle moved off the post quickly, got out there, cut down the angle, and made the stop. The Rams are getting everything that they needed from their goaltender tonight.
Back it comes. It was blocked off a stick all the way out to center. Moorhead backpedaling to set it up. Here's a quick return. It got off the stick of Carter Johnson. It bounces up into the airs. Kept in, taken back. Thor Bufflin sent off far side. Here's a centering pass, but the Spuds reach down. Another defensive play by Luke Grammer that is people talking about the way he plays the game. To the far side, a long shot sent wide. Bounce back down near side, 11:29 to go. From behind it's played. Bouncing it along the near boards. Slow to come back on his skates. One of the Roseau players is up and sliding now, and the play goes off to Carter Johnson, who taps it ahead. Here's Luke Grammer. Centering pass shot blocked. Right again, the Spuds are setting things up. They're getting good looks, but so far Andrew Tuttle has been equal. And the play comes along the near wall. It's 3-2 Moorhead with 11 minutes to go. Deep in the corner, Carter Johnson walking his way in, had it poked away. He turns and recovers, is in the corner. He works his way. Here's Carter Johnson, bumped off the play, and it's lifted up and out of play. He kept trying to find a way to get in on goal, but got turned aside each time, and now play has stopped.
Well, the Spuds had the Rams pinned there in their defensive zone, so the Rams just desperately needed to get that out of the zone and ended up flipping it out of play. So it will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Spuds, but the Rams got what they wanted in being a line change and some fresh legs on the ice.
Thor Bufflin tracks it down on the near corner. Turned around, it's picked up by Chase Reed, who sends it out. Long pass ahead for Judd Ginther, and it's tapped out and all the way back out to center, gathered in by Bufflin. On the near side, it's played off the wall, 3-2 Moorhead. Off to the far side, it's played out and all the way down. And with that icing call, play stops. 10:20 to go. We're in the third period. Moorhead has a 3-2 advantage, and tonight's game is a presentation of Minnesota State High School League. Celebrating championships with classmates, teammates, and the community is a memory that lasts a lifetime. Root for your team with good sportsmanship and enjoy every minute of today's game. Minnesota State High School League, proud to be a part of tonight's broadcast as the Spuds and Rams battle it out for the section title. To the near side, all the way down, walking his way, Michael Overbo carries it behind the net. It comes back to him. He searches, sends it up on top. Kai Holm with a shot block. Rebound way up on top and recovered Roseau. Nice block and save and recovery. Out at center, picked up by Kellen Murphy. Back it comes to Jarrett Nelson, who sends it in deep. McCoy Gregoire down there with it. Got away from him, and it comes along the wall, kept in, and then out it comes. Spuds tapping it to the near side. Walking his way in, Max Dronen. Pulled away from him and sent back up ice. Rams called icing. That will also allow some changes to be made. 3-2 Moorhead. 9:28 to go here in the third.
Well, I think the Rams are going to be just fine with trying to slow this game down a little bit, taking some face-offs and allowing, making sure they've got fresh legs out there all the time.
Lucas Fear of Moorhead chases it behind the net. He got tied up nicely by Chase Reed. Play comes back to the near side. Here come the Rams out of the zone. Taken away by Cade Moylanen. He sends it in deep and it bounces to the far corner. Caden Loken had it for a moment. It got bumped away, or Daniel Wensloff rather had it for a moment and had it tipped away. Now the loose puck comes sliding through the slot. Huglen chases it down and recovers it for Roseau before handing it off to Daniel Wensloff. And the play comes all the way up and down, and icing is the call. So once again, a slowdown of play, a chance to catch their breath in what has been a very energy-exerting game.
Well, yeah, and the Rams are going to want to, roll that top line out there as much as they can. Top two, really. I mean, you look at that second line of Murphy, Gunderson, and Strand. They're just as capable as any line the Rams have. So, but they just want to make sure that they've got fresh legs out there all the time for this final 8:47.
Play goes down. Carter Johnson leaves it on the dot. It's pulled away by the Rams, and play comes near side. Then gathered in by Isaac Wensloff. As he sends it out, it comes all the way down. McCoy Gregoire turned it off to the backside. It's intercepted there in a rake wide. Intended, I think, to hook up with O'Leary. Comes loose. They'll try it again from on top. There's a shot blocked and gloved save for Hudson Hodges.
Very good save there for Hudson Hodges. A lot of traffic as that shot came all the way out on top of the crease, out on top of the slot there near the blue line, and tracking the puck very well. Hudson Hodges made the glove save.
8:25 to go. We're halfway through this third period. Grammer feeds it up on the far right side. Here's the walk ahead and in by Cullen Just. He keeps the puck with him. Chases it into the near corner. Just centering pass up on top. Carter Johnson opens up. He had a good look, but no place to pull the trigger. And it comes back up ice to the near corner. Quick turnaround. Caden Triggs watches it sail by, and Carter Johnson will try it again. as he holds the line. Carter Johnson chases it to the far corner, trying a wraparound try. It's up against the post and it bounces up on top. Carter Johnson picking it up, feeding it off far side. A shot from there blocked away. Rebound knocked up against the wall. Scramble for it there. Caden Triggs reaches in, pulls it loose, sends it down low. It rings back to the near side. From there, the Rams take a turn and look up ice, only to see it be sent too wide. And Cade Moylan will pick it up for Moorhead. Back out to the near side. Caden Triggs, nifty pass on the far right wing and in. Pulls it loose. Here's a windup and a shot and a glove save. Gavin Lindberg tried to work his magic with a nifty move just across the blue line, opening up a shot try, but the save for Andrew Tuttle.
Well, Lindberg has had a great year, you know, not joining the varsity squad until late. I believe the game up in Roseau might have been his first varsity action for the Spuds, and this time he finds the slot area and puts a good hard wrist shot on, but Tuttle makes the glove save.
We're going to notice that more and more looks at the clock will be forthcoming, with just over 7 minutes now showing in a one-goal game, a championship one-goal game. It's bounced up and it's sent up on top, and it's kept in nicely. A nice recovery by Jarrett Nelson to send it down low. The Rams keeping it in. Backhand pass down behind the net. Grant Frisch there to pick it up. He does a quick turnaround and brings it back. Here's the outlet pass for Kai Holm out of the zone, and at center dumps it in. Spuds changing. 6:37 now showing. Long outlet pass by the Rams. Got bumped away from Wenslow. Play comes back now near side and all the way rink wide where Grammer is there. Luke Grammer hooks up with Caden Triggs, and he had it poked away, but it's kept in the zone. No, they say it came out. It came in ahead of the plate, and that stops with the offside call with 6:18 to go. It's 3-2 Moorhead.
Well, another thing, though, with all of these stoppages, which we had a pretty good run there of about 2-3 minutes that kept the clock moving, but that also allows Moorhead, with the last change, to get the lineups, the matchups they want with the lines out that they want.
Grammer brings it in. Poked away from him, back out to center. Carter Johnson recovers. Comes near side for Caden Triggs. He circles around the defender and brings it in. Caden Triggs shoots up high. It bounced all the way off the boards and off to the far side. Moorhead brings it out to center. They'll touch up on the play before returning it in. Off the far wall. Here's Cullen Jess. Gives it off to Grammer, near side. Triggs, Caden Triggs, centering pass. Knocked down low, blocked away. Here's the windup. Tried to center it. Blocked away. Hanson O'Leary recovered. Still loose. Bouncing back near side now for Huglin. Paul Huglin off the near wall. Plays it along. Has a stick on it. Trying to work it out of the zone but can't. Caden Triggs had it poked away, and it's recovered in the corner by Hanson O'Leary. Spuds with a quick change now as the Rams loaded up to bring it out of the zone. Here's Paul Huglin. He'll come to the line. He had it poked away just as he was ready to step in. Spuds on the return. Carson Triggs carries it behind. Carson Triggs centering pass. Nobody there but a Ram. And the recovery on the loose puck comes back to Moorhead, and it's picked up by Max Dronin. Out it comes to the near point. From there, 4:59. We're inside of 5 minutes to go. It's a one-goal Moorhead advantage. 3-2 our score here in the third. Here's a turnaround on the near side. As they play it along the wall, it's bounced away. Spuds take a whack at it to keep it away from the green, and it goes off far side. Nearly intercepted on a breakaway in by Gavin Gunderson. He nearly had a breakaway try, and it bounced off his stick, and then on the return, Moorhead ices the play to stop the clock with 4:37 remaining.
Yeah, the Spuds had a hard time corralling that puck in their defensive zone, and then tried to make an outlet pass, and Gavin Gunderson made a nice read on the play, jumped in, and unfortunately for him, had it slide off his stick. Otherwise, he had a good look at the goaltender Hodges.
In the face-off, Max Strand, who has both goals, and it's sent off far side. Rather, he has the first goal, and Kellen Murphy.
Well, that line has accounted for both goals.
Yes. Max Strand ended up with an assist on the second goal. 4:34 remaining. Play comes down. It wiggles its way out of the zone. Spuds there to pick it up. Nearly left it behind. Had it poked away nicely by Jarrett Nelson. He recovers it in the corner, and the Rams turn and look up ice. Here's a long pass for Max Strand. He got bumped off at the blue line, dropping it back for Nelson. Long pass sent in, picked off Moorhead. Gavin Lindbergh feeds it down low for Grammer. And back up to Lindbergh on the far right side. Now out of the zone, it comes long and high, all the way back out to the near side, and here comes Strand on the way in, down deep in the corner. Moorhead cutting in front of the play. Carter Johnson off to the far side. It's played out near the point where Isaac Wensloff has it. His long pass was wide, and it bounces behind the net and out to the near side. 3:38 to go. 3-2 Moorhead. Play near side, Section 8 championship. Along the wall, it's sent back now. Wensloff comes back near side, putting it on the stick of Thor Bufflin, and it got away there, and here comes Moorhead on the return. Caden Triggs on 1-on-2, but he fanned on his shot. He was ready to pull the trigger, and he missed. And on the return, Bufflin, or rather Huglen, goes wide. He shoots. The rebound behind the net. That brought the Roseau fans to their feet as it's played off to the far side, and Moorhead picks it off the wall. 3 minutes to go here in regulation. To the far side, Cade Moylan, and tapped one in. It's up against the post. It's covered. It wiggled away, but the whistle had blown, and that stops play with now 2:57 showing.
Again, great play by Cade Moylan in rushing the puck up. Played defensively perfectly by Roseau. Took away any sort of centering chance, but what Moylan did well there is to get the puck to the net. He, as a defenseman, he's taken himself out of the play. You have to get the puck to the net in that scenario, and he did it.
Out of the faceoff, Roseau comes up with it and brings it near side and sends it out to center. It got away from McCoy Gregoire. He stays with it. It works its way loose off to the far side. Shot blocked. Rebound set up against the base of the net and out to the backboard. And it comes rolling back along the near wall. From there, picked up by Michael Overbo. And only for a moment before it's scrummed up, and it plays now to the near side. Moorhead on an outlet pass, got deflected, and it comes out to center. Chased down, it got away from Jarrett Nelson, and Moorhead's interception comes from Luke Grammer. As he plays it back, Grammer will backpedal into his own end. That's a time-consuming device there, and a long pass comes near side. Bouncing ahead of Michael Overbo, he walks in, he shoots and misses. Just missed the upper corner. Rebound all the way out to center before it's turned back in. We are down to 2 minutes to go. Along the near side, it's played. Spuds have it on the way in. Bounced away. Turning it near side. Chased in by Gavin Gunderson to the near corner. All the way down to the far side. Spuds have it. Off the far wall and ahead. It's 2-on-2 as it's brought in. Deep into the far corner. Moorhead looking in. Here is Carter Johnson. Still with it. And gave it down to the corner for Caden Triggs. It comes back to Johnson. Spuds will be taking as much time on anything and everything they do as they nurse a one-goal advantage. Less than a minute and a half to go. Up on top, Caden Triggs winds, shoots, it's blocked away. Rebound to the far side for Thor Bufflin. Now the Rams come out, and a hard high pass that got blocked down. Moorhead reaching in to recover, and it comes near side. Bounced up into the air. 1:10 to go. Carter Johnson taps it into the zone. It's recovered by Isaac Wensloff. And here comes the Rams. A long pass out. 1 minute to go, and it comes all the way down. And there goes Andrew Tuttle. The net is empty as Rams add their sixth attacker. On the near side, it's in the corner. Counting down from 48, and a bouncing puck comes out to center. Gathered in by Judd Ginther. Sends it off to the far side. A shot blocked. And then the outlet pass by goaltender Hudson Hodges. We've got a race for it, and the Rams get there first and prevent the goal. Bounces it back all the way to the near side. And here come the Rams on the way in. 26 seconds to go, and it's a save on the far side by Luke Grammer to get in the way. Forcing the play back up by 19 seconds remaining. A quick return off the far wall. Gathered in. Grammer turns, had it bounce up into the air. 10 seconds and counting down. To the far side it goes the Rams. One last chance to bring the game even. Dish down low, shot blocked, and waiting for the call. The horn has sounded. The arms are up, and the Spuds have won. A valiant, valiant effort tonight and a great section championship game, and the Spuds hold on for the win.
Well, it took it right down to the last second. The Rams were right there. The puck was bouncing around. There was no audible whistle that we could hear, and because Coach Lundbaum is thinking about it. He's asking the officials about any extra time there might be, because Hudson Hodges made the save, and he had it in possession, but I did not see the officials' arms go up, and they're saying that's it. The time has run out. Spuds are section champions.
Well, they're celebrating. The Spuds are celebrating, and unless we see or hear. And so, with that announcement, we'll return with our 3-star show after this timeout. The Speakeasy scoreboard, our final score: Moorhead 3, Roseau 2. Center. I tell you what, it's going to take a day or two for these players to recover from the exertion that they put on the ice here tonight, and I'm talking both teams.
We really come to expect nothing less when these two teams meet, whether it's on this stage or during the regular season. They just put everything into it, and it's always a great battle, and the Spuds came out victorious by a goal here tonight.
Let's take a look. We don't have 3 stars. We got a bunch of stars here tonight. And I'm going to share one of those stars with the goaltenders, Andrew Tuttle and Hudson Hodges.
They put on a show. They did exactly what their team needed them to do, and that was to keep this a low-scoring game. The Spuds had opportunities. The Rams had opportunities, like we talked about, right down to the final horn. The Spuds, Hudson Hodges, had to make a key save to keep this game a 1-goal game and a victory for the Spuds.
Luke Grammer is always mentioned. We talk about stars of a game and to play solid play. Like I mentioned a couple of different times, I don't know how many minutes he played tonight. It was a lot.
Yeah, and he never seems to get tired. That's one of those players that can just log all kinds of ice time and doesn't ever affect his play. There's no drop-off in play. Some players that are out there that much, you see them struggle to get to loose pucks. That's not the case with Luke Grammer.
Clutch for Max Strand of Roseau, getting a goal and an assist, who factors into one of our stars somewhere along the way here tonight.
Max Strand is
he's a player.
Well, he's one of those players that it's just fun to watch, and he's only a sophomore, so he's got a bright future ahead for the Rams, and Max Strand definitely factors into our star show here tonight.
Those top players from Moorhead, Caden Triggs, Carter Johnson, and Cullen Jess, combined for 5 points on the night. Caden Triggs with 2, his 33rd and 34th of the season. Carter Johnson got an assist. Cullen Jess got 2 assists, where those 3 players are going to share our number 1 star.
Well, there's not a lot that you can't say about Caden Triggs and the season that he is having. Just the way it lines up historically for Moorhead Spud hockey. He's now in 3rd position in goals in a season for Moorhead. And, of course, none of that can be done without great line mates. And Carter Johnson, with his speed and playmaking ability, he is able to handle things, from that center position. And then Cullen Jess, factoring in with a couple of assists tonight and a couple of key plays. And you know what? Cullen Jess is the first guy back checking every single time. So he's not just an offensive player. He gets back in there and helps out his defense on the other end of the ice as well.
And so with this victory, the Spuds move on to state tournament competition starting next Thursday. The time of day and the opponent is yet to be determined, but it's a return trip to the State Classic. Our congratulations to the Moorhead hockey team for their win tonight, and we remind you that we will be back with championship play tomorrow night when the Moorhead girls basketball team takes on Rogers in their quest for a return to the section championship game. And that will get underway at 6 o'clock, Moorhead and Rogers girls basketball tomorrow. Our thanks to Corey DeLorme, and our thanks to Jake in studio, and our thanks to you for being with us tonight from Bemidji. Our final score on the Speakeasy scoreboard: Section 8 championship game, Moorhead 3, Roseau 2.
Number 11, Hanson O'Leary. Number 12, Kate Logan. Number 15, Adam Severson. Number 18, Gavin Pelgrim. Number 19, Judd Ginther. Number 20, Chase Reed. Number 21, Thor Bufflin. Number 22, Brendan Lund. Number 25, Carson Strand. Number 29, Tyler Bierk. Number 30, Andrew Tuttle. Number 34, Kellen Murphy. Number 35, Carter Christensen. And number 41, Brock Bufflin. Janicki. Congratulations to Roseau for their excellent season. Fine play tonight and their second place finish in the 2020 section tournament. Will the captains of Roseau please come forward and accept their second place trophy? Presenting the medals to the champion forward as their name is called to receive their medals. Number 2, Wyatt Gunnell. Number 3, Luke Brammer. Number 5, Ty Holm. Number 6, Johnny Franklin. Number 7, Jonas Spicer. Number 8, Luke Leon. Number 10, Carter Johnson.
Or is this zoomed in enough?
Yes, sir. That's good. Number 11, Jackson Score. Number 12, Grant Frisch. Number 13, McCoy Gregoire.
Legend.
Number 14, Cullen Jess. Number 16, Carson Triggs. Number 19, Michael Overall.
Corey, do you want, when they celebrate, probably they're going to go by the students. Do you want me to get a close-up on that too?
Lucas Fear.
Oh, yeah. Okay, don't touch it.
21,
Don't touch anything. Take the stores, don't touch it, anything.
Number 26, Max Droner.
Or don't mess this up, man. Well, you did. You messed it up. Well, I'll be going to state.
27, Caden Triggs. Number 28, Gavin Lindbergh. Number 30, Will Coca. Number 31, Hudson Hodges. Student Manager, Colton Westrow. Student Manager, Katie Hall. Our congratulations to Moorhead for their excellent season, fine play tonight, and a first place finish in the 2020 Section 8 AA tournament. Will the captains of Moorhead please come forward and accept their first place trophy?